Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have an absolutely ridiculous show for you guys here today. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, these people are back at it again. And it's becoming pretty clear to me that LeBron's foray, Rich Paul's foray into sports media is simply because they want to find a way to come out here and control narratives and rewrite history. Because it seems like that's what the two of them have been doing. Mind the Game, or Game to Mind as the ticket calls it, was supposed to be a show about basketball X's and O's. Then we quickly found out that that was just another show for LeBron to push his agenda, try to rewrite history and do all of that. Then we have Rich Paul's show with Max Kellerman, and it seems like just more of the same. And it seems like this is what's informing their ideology with some of the things that they've been saying. So recently, LeBron James made some comments. I don't know if those of you guys are aware, but the Lakers are going to be playing on Christmas Day, right? And I actually want to confirm the team that they're playing against. I don't know. Let me just check. I know they're playing the Suns today, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they're playing the Houston Rockets, I believe, on Christmas Day. And Christmas Day games have always been a big thing around the NBA. Usually they pick the biggest stars to play on those games. I watch Kobe, LeBron. Right. We all know what Christmas Day games are, and they're very, very fun. But recently, after the loss to the Clippers, I believe, LeBron was in the locker room, and one of the reporters decided to ask him about, hey, LeBron, what are your thoughts on playing on Christmas Day? And LeBron basically said that, look, man, I would rather just be at home with my family and relax. And that's what really kicked off this show, because a lot of people are like, bro, what you mean? Like, if you're making it seem like somebody forcing you to play, like, so stuff like that. So what we want to do is I want to quickly play what LeBron had to say to reporters, only about 30 seconds or so. And then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to LeBron James' comments here.
Why is Christmas basketball still so important to you after all these years?
Still important to me?
Yeah. Why does it matter?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's a better question. Yeah. I'd much rather be at home with my family. But I mean, it's the game. It's the game I love. It's the game I watched when I was a kid on Christmas Day, watching a lot of the greatest play the game on Christmas. It's always been an honor to play it. Obviously, I'm going to be completely honest. I would like to be home on the couch with my family all throughout the day. But our number is called, so we have to go out and perform, and we look forward to that.
Excellent. So you heard what LeBron had to say. So later on, not Clutch Sports, Rich Paul and these guys released the show on Game Over. I think the name of the show is called Wide Open AFC Holiday Thoughts and a surprise phone call, right? So towards the very end of this particular segment, or the show rather, this episode, Max Kellerman then decides to bring up this thing of LeBron's comments and, some of the criticism that he's been receiving as a result of them. And in typical Rich Paul fashion, man, he found a way to weave in Michael Jordan and all of that. I wonder how much time David Falk spends thinking about Rich Paul and LeBron. I really wonder. But anyway, he found a way to kind of weave in Michael Jordan to all of this. And I'm like when will it end? Like, when would it end? But before we even get into that sound, we have a major announcement from our sponsor, Prize Picks. Everyone's favorite Prize Picks holiday promotion is back. 7 days of Pickmas. Prize Picks is giving out 7 days of deals all the way through Christmas Day, including a Christmas Day max discount. Pickmas starts December 20th, so download the app today and unwrap those deals. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. Okay, so what we want to do now is want to play exactly what Rich Paul and Max Kellerman had to say to one another, and then we're going to come back and continue on. Take a listen to what these guys had to say here.
And it seems to me we haven't discussed one very big topic.
Which is?
We're not getting off the show until we talk about this.
What's the topic?
LeBron James.
What about
he
him?
doesn't want to play. He's the reaction to him saying he would rather not play on Christmas.
That's not what he said. Oh, that is what he said.
Yeah.
But
See
he
how I
didn't
try to
say-
slip? I try to, with two people, I try to slip in as Adele and LeBron.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But he didn't say it in a way that I see. Actually, I thought that the reaction to it, most people were very like understanding. The way you look at it is, and this is the sacrifices that these guys make.
Yeah.
First of all, to be
And he's been doing it for 20-something years now.
well,
It's
it's
nuts.
21st Christmas Day game, 21 of them. And again, when you talk about being present, you're taking that away, but it's also your job. So what I also saw him say was, I'm looking forward to it. People skip over that. And he also said it's something that he's honored to be able to do. But if you ask me what I would rather do,
Rather
yeah,
be with your
I would rather
family
be
at
with my
home.
family,
Right.
just like anybody else would rather be with their family. But the problem I got with that is, if that was anybody else that said that in that capacity, it would have been, like 10 years from now, you'll play that tape on somebody, or you'll see MJ say that to Ahmad Rashad.
Right.
And people will be like, so, and again, I'm not,
It is
not
amazing,
to
like-
make it about LeBron, but just make it about players in general, because now we got the NFL on Christmas. There's so many days on Christmas, games on Christmas,
Yeah.
and talk about being,
Captive audience. Everyone's
But
sitting
here's
at
what I
home,
would
of
say.
course.
Excellent. So you heard their comments. What are my thoughts about this? These people have an obsession with Michael Jordan. They have a legitimate obsession with Michael Jordan. And do you know the irony of it all? LeBron fans will sit up here and tell people, oh man, you're obsessed with LeBron James. You talking about Meanwhile, almost every single thing that these guys do is all in an effort to one-up Michael Jordan. For goodness sake, the guy even wore Michael Jordan's jersey number. For goodness sake. He even wore his jersey number. His jersey. These people are stalking Michael Jordan. They're stalking him. Even when LeBron went on the Pat McAfee show, they're asking him about his relationship with Michael Jordan. He's like, when you get compared to me, every time you hear your name, you hear another guy's name. It's like, but Michael Jordan not thinking about you. Michael Jordan ain't sitting down thinking about LeBron James or Rich Paul or all of this stuff that these guys say about. Michael Jordan ain't thinking about people like me. Michael Jordan is a multi-billionaire worth what, $4 billion last time I checked, $4 billion, who is living his life. Michael Jordan doesn't even have time to sit down and do multiple interviews with you. Do you know why? Because he's living the GOAT life. Every time I've seen Michael Jordan, literally, it's either, okay, the last one was in the NASCAR thing when he won that case against NASCAR, they settled with NASCAR. It's either I saw him when landing in Greece or in Monaco, jumping on a 300-foot yacht or off of a 300-foot yacht, something like that. That's literally every time I see MJ. He's either partying or living his life. Do you know why? I'll tell you why. Because MJ is at peace with his career. Michael Jordan didn't think that it was important enough for him that after he retires to find a way to sit down or later on find a way to come back and tell people about how great he was. You can tell the person that is secure within their skin and comfortable with their skin and their accomplishments versus the guy that's still out here trying to convince you that, oh, I'm as good as I say I am. It's so clear. You can tell one party is absolutely insecure because they spend their whole time either defending themselves or trying to create false narratives or rewrite history. Meanwhile, the other guy is letting the results speak for themselves. And do you know the saddest part? If you polled 100,000 NBA fans, forget about 100,000. If you polled 100 million basketball fans, 100 million of them from all over the world, and you asked them, who is a better basketball player, Michael Jordan or LeBron James? I can guarantee you 80+% of them will say Michael Jordan. 80+% 80+% of them. And if you put Kobe Bryant in there, Kobe would get more votes than LeBron James. Yes, he will. Kobe would get more votes than LeBron James if they asked the globe who are the best NBA players ever. We just did a poll the other day. Almost 25,000 people voted on the poll. Who's better, Kobe or LeBron? 85% of them voted for Kobe Bryant. Or 90% of them. Out of 24,000 voters, 24,000 people voted on our small channel. So MJ doesn't feel this need to constantly tell you he's great and I'm this and I'm that. No, he doesn't need to. He just is who he is. His results speak for themselves. He doesn't need Kendrick Perkins, Shannon Sharp, Nick Wright, this guy, that guy over there, Gilbert Arenas, all of these guys to come up here and twerk it up for him every single. He don't need it. Do you honestly believe that these guys are moving? Do you know where these guys are moving in the needle? On Bleacher Report polls, House of Highlight polls, and with young NBA fans that don't know nothing. That's where they're making headway. Literally. If you guys think it's a debate, explain this to me. During the 75th anniversary celebration in All-Star Weekend, where did they have it? Wasn't it in Cleveland? Explain to me, a guy that hadn't played basketball in 20 years, how did Michael Jordan get a bigger applause than LeBron James in his own city? How? Michael Jordan received a bigger applause in Cleveland than LeBron James did. Michael Jordan received a bigger applause from the crowd than LeBron James did in Cleveland. That's what all of the hype machines, the Shannon Sharps of them twerking it up, all of these guys, it doesn't matter. They think it matters, it doesn't. And do you know how I know it doesn't matter? It's because they're still trying to convince people. That's why. If you feel the need to constantly talk and promote and support and advocate, it means you don't believe it. It means that you still believe that there's work that needs to be done because you haven't truly convinced people yet. But for those people who feel like I don't need to convince you, they don't do anything. You see Ferrari running commercials to sell their cars? You see them running commercials? You see them running commercials? They don't run commercials, bro. The name says it all. These guys are the ones running commercials every single day, every week, telling you to come get this car, come get this car. Ferrari don't need to do that. Ferrari don't need to come. They don't need to do that. Nothing is on sale. There are no Christmas specials. There are no holiday deals. Nothing is on sale. Nothing. And people still go out of their way to try to get Ferraris if they can. But these guys are up here. And in a moment like this, how does Michael Jordan even enter your brain, bro? You think Michael Jordan sits down and thinks about Rich Paul? Do you think Michael Jordan thought about Rich Paul in 2025? Seriously. How many times do you think Michael Jordan has thought about LeBron James in 2025? And if some people have said LeBron and Michael Jordan are going to release an episode of The Mind the Game or Game the Mind or whatever it is, and you're going to see it. LeBron will be the fan. He'll be the one interviewing Michael Jordan. There's no, we're on the same level playing field here. They're not. What you'll see is somebody looking up to this guy, genuflecting at him. You're going to see Steve Nash serving drinks because he's basically the waiter on that show. He doesn't even have an opinion on that show. He's totally debased himself on that show. And everybody will tune in to hear the back and forth, but nobody's going to leave that episode saying, yeah, man, LeBron is definitely, nobody thinks this. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm going to close with this. Here's the fundamental difference between people that think LeBron is the GOAT versus Michael Jordan. NBA fans, regardless of who your favorite player is, think Michael Jordan is the GOAT. LeBron fans are the only fans that think LeBron is the GOAT. They're the only ones. LeBron James fans are the only group that believe he's the GOAT. No other NBA fans believe that except him. But other NBA fans of various players can tell you, I think Michael Jordan is the GOAT. That's the difference. You have a minority viewpoint that they're trying to superimpose and make it seem like it's bigger. No, that's just what they think. That's what they think, not the rest of NBA fans. And that's the fundamental difference. When will these guys hop off Michael Jordan's dick? When will y'all hop off his dick? My God. We going into 2026 and y'all still looking for ways to bring up Michael Jordan. He not thinking about y'all. He not. Why are y'all so insecure, Michael Jordan? Why he not thinking about y'all? He's not. He's living his multi-billionaire life, selling more shoes than all of you guys, making more money than all of you guys, and he's living his life. But every single 2 months or so, y'all are thinking, oh, Michael Jordan, hey man, let's come up with something. Let's come up with the we're done with the 90s. Like, come on, y'all need to y'all getting corny with this and now, man. It just shows insecurity. That's what it shows to me. It shows insecurity. A person that secure themselves don't spend all this time trying to compare themselves to somebody else. They cool in their skin. You get it? They cool in their skin, daddy. Y'all are not. Y'all are not. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts in the comments. We catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.